Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining another Lunch and Learn session, Conversations with Emerging Immigrant Entrepreneurs. We have our wonderful guest, Mohammad Al-Tamimi, and he'll be sharing some exciting business developments on his end. Before we go further, I just want to take a moment to talk about One Hub. One Hub, which stands for Ottawa Newcomer Entrepreneurs Hub, is the space and service that supports newcomer entrepreneurs, aspiring newcomer entrepreneurs, to help them grow or launch their small businesses here in Ottawa. And so we offer a number of services, including mentorship, one-on-one mentorship, group mentorship, training, entrepreneurial training, learning the ins and outs of what it is to own and operate a business here in Canada. There's also unlimited one-on-one business coaching available, and different supports around funding, how to find the right funding mechanisms for your business that's going to help you grow, as well as several opportunities to network, from work shadowing, virtual panels, and alumni programming, ways for you to give back and share what exciting things are happening in your business. And so Mohammad's here as an alumni, speaking to the types of supports he was able to leverage, as well as how he was able to turn his business from a dream into reality. And so thank you for that.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
I want to start by introducing you, Mohammad, to give everyone a bit of background. And so our guest today is actually the co-founder and CEO of P3 Experts Inc., CanAr TV, and soon to be launched Disti Virtual Market Place. Mohammad's a multipreneur, multi-passionate entrepreneur who takes a lot of joy and passion from transforming ideas from a vision into reality. As a seasoned consultant who has experience in project programming and portfolio management, he leverages over 2 decades of experience and background in engineering to manage mega projects and strategic initiatives for industry-leading companies. He has outstanding achievements under his belt in terms of project strategic values, customer satisfaction, and ensuring there's a positive work environment. He's going to talk today about Disti Virtual Marketplace, which is an exciting new project, which is a multi-vendor platform. I don't want to spoil it too much, but it allows business owners to transform and expand their business into a 360 virtual shopping experience. So you can think of it a bit as a virtual bazaar space, shopping center with a food court and exhibition hall, but it's all virtual. And so I'd be remiss not to talk about some of Mohammad's community involvement. He's led and established many social responsibility initiatives. As the founder of CanAr TV, which is a social media TV program, he hosts weekly live shows to highlight entrepreneurs' successes and promote awareness of establishing and improving business. And so I want to just turn the mic over to you, Mohammad, so you can share more about the richness of your journey and what inspires you and helps you achieve this success. Go right ahead.
Thank you very much, Tatanisha. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you and to welcome all of our colleagues here on the stage, and actually to have the opportunity to tell you that you are in a great hub. It's amazing, and we benefit from it a lot. I think you have to think of it seriously and take it seriously to understand and practice the entrepreneurship. Maybe it will be the first step for you in entrepreneurship, but will not be the last step. Okay, take it seriously and benefit from it as much as you can. Actually, I was in Saudi Arabia before coming to Canada as a migrant. And I was working in project management consultation and training. I have my own business there, uh, working with businesses, individuals, corporate, sometimes has some partnership with other contractors in different projects. I landed in 2013 to Mississauga, but I did not settle in Canada straight away because at that time I wanted to make some money before coming and settled in Canada. Uh, I settled in Ottawa, as you see, in 2016, and I established my first company, P3 Expert, because I find that for senior people and managerial positions, it will be difficult and will take a long time to have a job as employee. That's why I started my own business. From there, I attended most of the newcomer programs at that time, and one of them is the entrepreneurship or One Hub that managed by Word Skills. I met Grace that time, and now I meet Tatanisha, and I'm happy to see all of you at this stage. Um, During the corona and before actually the corona, before little time of corona, I had a lot of initiatives. I can call it initiatives. I have a lot of business ideas, and I did not find time to develop these ideas. But corona gave us the long time because of lockdown to take out these ideas from our drawers and start developing it in a proper way as a new business. My friend and I started with Disti, uh, which I'm going to present today for you. Uh, Shortly, this is what I can say about myself at this part of the session.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And so what I'm going to do now is just ask you a little bit more about your journey so we can learn some of those gems that have gotten you this far. And I would say my first question to you is, what do you wish you knew before becoming an entrepreneur? Um, and basically, tell us, knowing what you know now, what advice would you give that version of yourself back then?
Uh, I want to advise everyone and telling you, don't be afraid of Canada market. Um, I was scary little bit of Canada market. That's why I used all of my overseas network to
Mhm.
start my business. I focused on the overseas clients, but during Corona, I decided to give good attention to the Canadian market and to the clients here. So take it gradually to penetrate the market here. Second thing, uh, to be involved in your community. Start with your community. Start with the networking uh, with your community. This will help you a lot actually to go smoothly in the Canadian
Mhm.
market. And the last advice, may I say, to understand your gaps and to fill these gaps. It's not necessarily to fill it immediately. You may take time to fill these gaps, but it's important to give the attention to your gaps.
That's amazing advice. I think I really admire what you said around filling in those gaps and being honest with yourself as to, what what do I need to develop further? And what's wonderful about the networking piece and doing that at the same time is you might come across a mentor who's able to help you find the resources you need to fill in those gaps. So thank you for speaking to that. I think for a lot of people, as you mentioned, it can be very intimidating to kind of step into the Canadian market and try to stand out, not knowing too much about it. So thank you for speaking to that. My next question for you has to do with customer relations. So how would you describe your ideal customer base, and what kind of marketing methods do you use to reach them, or do you intend to use to reach them?
Yeah. These days, I joined the Ignite program of Invest Ottawa. We started just yesterday.
Amazing.
And this is one of the basic elements that we have to define in order to understand our market very well. Defining the problem of your customer is very important. And by defining the problem of your customers, you can understand or define your customer very well, the targeted customer very well. I can say that my focus will be on the local, small to medium business, home-based businesses, the startup businesses, and the bazaar organizers. When we talk later about the business model that we choose to have in Disti, we will see how we are working and how we're working through partners and agents. That's why most of our work will be B2B, business to business model.
Okay, very interesting. And yeah, it can't be said enough. Really getting clear on your target client is sometimes the most important first step. So it's great that you spoke to that. And I'm looking forward to chatting more about the model, as you mentioned. So what do you believe, or why do you believe, I should say, that your customers would choose your company over your competitors?
I believe that once the idea comes to your mind, it will be there in thousands of minds. So you have to think of the competitive advantage that you will have over the other competitors. I had very good experience in the transformation projects. And since 2015, the transformation concept was booming till now. So from this experience, I can say that we are starting from the strategy point of view of the businesses. We're not starting from the end as building the virtual site for the business. No, we take it from the strategy thinking, how the business owners dream, how they think of their business after 10 to 15 years. From there, we can build something will stay with them for a long time. And we can prepare something that reflects their entity, their company, their business very well. Second thing, we're using the technology or tools that fit with their business, that fit with their needs. We don't just taking from shelves. We customize everything as it required for them, right. Specifically and particularly for them, not a shelf product.
Right. I can hear that your background in project management really comes out in making sure you're putting all these pieces together and you're moving strategically to make sure that these businesses that you're working with are having their individual values represented in the space. So I think that's they're definitely in good hands. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. Awesome. Please tell me a little bit more about your experience in business so far. So, what would you say is your most satisfying moment in business up to this point?
Um, every time we compare between being employee or to have your own business or being entrepreneur,
Mm-hmm.
I believe that the entrepreneur who's enjoying everything that he's doing, and he has the passionate to do his job. Entrepreneur without passion is not entrepreneur. Actually, he cannot be an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur without facing challenges is not entrepreneur. The entrepreneur all the time should face the challenge and welcome the challenge. I believe that the entrepreneur sometimes being happy when he faced the challenges because he find that or she find that there is a new opportunity for success story.
Right. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So being entrepreneur giving you the freedom to do what you believe in. This satisfying me. Utilizing my creativity, giving me the enjoy in doing what I'm doing now. And the most important maybe for a lot of people that the effort that you put in your work will stay for you, will build your own business to grow up.
Mm-hmm.
You build for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Any small or little step you do, it will stay for you and will help in growing your own business and at the end your work.
Right. I mean, it sounds very fulfilling what you're saying. You're able to create what's tied to you, what motivates you. And that's, I also heard when you said entrepreneurs are to be happy
Yeah.
to see challenges. I think that's so true. In my head, I was imagining like a firefighter going towards the fire when everybody else is running away. And the way entrepreneurs say, oh, that's a challenge, that's great, that's going to help me, expand and grow. So definitely great points that you highlighted there. Is there anything else you'd like to add to that, or can I ask the next question?
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So I'm curious to know, and I'm sure the other entrepreneurs in this space are curious to know, what has kept you motivated during those highs and those lows along your entrepreneurial journey. Can you share that with us?
Actually, as I mentioned just before a little moment, actually, that the entrepreneur all the time feeling that he accepted or he or she accepts the challenges. Um, so we don't feel that uh, we are in a big trouble when we face these kind of challenges, the low situations, and we believe that we catch these low situations to understand the needs in the market in order to build and to produce a new success. Selecting the right partner is very important to help you facing these kind of situations, and having a good and honest advisor. Sometimes your relatives, your wife, your son and daughter, your family, your friends, and of course, you have to differentiate between the experts and non-expert people. The people can be a consultant, a real consultant, all the people that can share with you their feelings. So you have to understand these things, but at the end, even the feelings will help you to survive.
No, that's very interesting. I'll just let everybody know. I know I'm asking all the questions right now, but if you have any questions for Mohammed to answer, please get ready, because we will have a Q&A portion coming up where you get to kind of ask him to expand on anything that he brought today. But before that, I have another question for you, really more generally, you know, you've tackled several different business ventures. And for someone who's starting out, that can be quite intimidating. So what pieces of advice would you give to a newcomer just starting out who wants to become an entrepreneur, explore entrepreneurship?
Of course, there are a lot of advices we can give to the newcomers. But if you want to talk about the business specifically, about entrepreneurship, I would like to give them some specific advices. I think I benefit from it before. First of all, keeping your eyes on the customer needs. Some entrepreneurs spend all of their time on what they love, what they want, but at the end you want to sell this product to customer. So you have to start from the customer side, from the customer point, from the customer pains. Gain support from key players in the community. As I mentioned, the support of your community is very important. You may find your first or zero client there in your community, which will give you the good reference for your business. To be adaptable and agile. Some entrepreneurs have a very high loyalty to their ideas or their way of thinking, or their way of doing things. But during their journey, they discovered that these ways are not workable. So they should be very flexible to change. And don't be in rush. A lot of people want to make money quickly. I believe that entrepreneurs' first objective is not money. First objective to prove themselves, and then the money comes later. So don't be in a rush from the beginning. And don't be afraid of mistakes or failures. You have to believe that learning from failures making the success.
Learning from failures makes the success. I think that's definitely worth writing down. Thank you for all of those insights. I know I wrote some down, so I hope everyone else was able to catch some of that. But of course, we have the recording after where you can rewatch if you need to. I'm curious if you would be willing to kind of give us a feel for Disti and help us understand the power behind this platform.
Can I share the screen?
Yes, go right ahead.
Okay. I prepared PowerPoint. Try to. Okay. Disti as a company is a company trying to help businesses to work virtually. This is part of, as I mentioned, this is part of business transformation. And during Corona, I believe a lot of businesses feel that they need to think seriously of being virtual and working virtual. But they don't know how to start. They don't know how to what is the first point that they have to think of in order to become effective business virtually, and to have a virtual space that fit with their nature of business, and they can gain what they want from it and can achieve their objectives out of it. Disti is a company founded to help them in that. That's why I can say that there are journey to Disti, starting from defining the problem of these businesses that want to work virtually, or want to focus on the online business. Corona was one of the elements that helps to understand the concept of online work. As well as I mentioned, the business transformation, which we give good attention to it in order to take the cycle from the right point, from the strategy point, was one of the steps that we give it very good attention and consideration. Then we took from the business transformation a niche. You know, for any business, you should have a specific niche in order to working successfully on your business. The niche that we focus on is the virtual transformation. And here we segregate or differentiate between virtual transformation and digital transformation. The digital transformation is a wide umbrella, and we're trying to allocate ourselves in helping businesses to be in a virtual space or working virtually. There are a lot of technology used to help businesses working virtually, and we're trying to use all of these technologies, all of these tools in preparing these businesses for the virtual works, but we want to use what fit for their businesses. We find that 360-degree images is one of the important technology we have to use in the virtual space, and this will allow the people who access the sites enjoy their journey during their shopping, sometimes during their understanding to the business services and other information the business owners put on their site. For understanding what we're talking about, we have to build some examples. That's why we build our platforms as examples for different type of services we can provide to the clients. After preparing these platforms, we started communicating with with partners, because we build our business model based on partnership with local partners and local agents. We start communicating the candidates for this purpose, and fortunately we find a very good interest in them, and many of candidate agents and partners are waiting for completing all of our services in order to start their relationship with our business. The last step of our journey from idea to market is to have the zero customer, the customer number zero, the first customer of the business. And fortunately, now we are working with one or two of these customers to customize their business and to transform their business to virtual work. I would like to share with you the services that we can provide to our different kind of customers. We classify the services into three types. The first one is the subscription type of client who can subscribe in a specific platform to be part of this platform and to sell their products through this platform. Let me show you the example that we have for this kind of business. I will reshare again to let you see what I'm talking about. Here you can see the shopping center, like in any mall you may see in your real life. This shopping center, using the 360 technology to move inside it and to visit the vendors in the shopping center, and you can go inside each one of these shops. Let me show you, for example, here I'm trying to go inside the shop. I don't know if you can see the new shop, or I have to reshare.
No, it looks good.
It looks good?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the shop, the specific shop, and you can move inside the shop, and even you can order. Here, if I click here, I can order. So it is fully supported by the e-commerce system. You can read many information about the product, and you can order from here. This is one of the examples. Let me return back to my PowerPoint. Okay. Okay. Can you see that PowerPoint? The second service that we offer is the renting type of clients. So you can rent a space and you can use this space for any purpose you want. If you want to use it for art workers, if you want to use it for as a bazaar for vendors, if you want to use it for specific activities, different activities from different providers, you can rent this space for a period of time like 1 month, and our team will help you in the back office, technically, management, in marketing, in a lot of things, and you will own the space for that time. Let me show you an example for that from the BAZAAR platform. Again, sorry for that. I have to reshare.
Not a problem. I can't say I've ever seen a virtual mall before, so this is quite exciting.
Yeah, this is a bazaar, a virtual bazaar. Okay, you can move
Just give
by
it.
yourself.
Sorry. Oh, there we
Yeah,
go. Now it's showing.
you can move inside the bazaar. You can see the booths of each business. Yeah, and if you have, if there is more businesses, you can go to the extension area, move inside. Okay, return to, and of course, each one of these booths will have a shop in behind. So if you click here, you will move to the shop as we see before. Inside that shop, you can move and select the product that you want to see a lot of information about the business itself or the product that you are interested in. And you can purchase online and can select the type of delivery or pickup for the items that you want. All of this you can find in the bazaar. So who will be our customer for this space? The business organizer, the event organizer, the bazaar organizer. We're dealing with these organizers. We sell them or they rent. They will be our tenant, actually. They will rent this space for a period of time, and they use it as they like. So this is the second type of services that we provide. The third type is the solution, the transformation, the virtual transformation solutions. We help, as I mentioned, we help the specific customer understanding his strategy and helping them in working virtually. These are the services that we provide till now. Of course, we have a lot of ideas for different services, like the food court. We have a food court idea. We have a conference or gaming, virtual gaming ideas. We have a lot of ideas actually. It will be appear next in next phase of Disti. We try to help the businesses by a lot of things, like rebranding their business, working virtually, and to have, as you see, to have a vital virtual site, interactive virtual site, giving information to their clients with enjoying their journey inside their virtual space. Reaching the customers, we help them in reaching the customer in communication. We we provide a lot of communication methods in our virtual spaces, like voice over IP. So your customer can call you, can call any specific employee, any one of your staff, can chat with them, can reach out to your receptionist, can send you emails, can have video conferencing with you or your staff. There are a lot of communication methods can avail in the virtual space. Digital marketing, business advertisement, e-commerce, as you see, you can provide your customer with the e-commerce system that they can purchase, they can use the proper delivery method they want, they like for taking or receiving their items. You don't need to be a technical person in order to have such kind of virtual space, because we have our team helping you in the back office technically, provide you with all the technical needs that you want. This from the business owner's point. If we talk about the consumers, the consumer will enjoy shopping. Around 80% of website visitors leaving the website by 30 seconds, by the first 30 seconds. Why? Because the websites are boring, full of information, text information, or even pictures, but the website do not have such kind of interaction with the visitors. When you think of virtual space, you have to think of how to attract your clients. So we're trying to give this kind of attraction. Most of actually our kind of business based on the local market. So you will find Disti vendors from the local market only, and if we have a connection with other businesses in other country, you will find a Disti of that country, a different Disti for that country. It's similar to Uber. You have Uber, actually Uber based or built on a local business. So you help your local business. That's why you may find the business that you're looking to is your neighbor, and you don't need to wait for 2 days, since you can pick up the item from it directly within half an hour. We provide you with this facility to know the distance of your provider. So we try to support the local business, as well as to support the consumer to trust from where he or she buy their products. The business model, yeah, yes, Tanisha.
Yeah, I was just going to say, not only is it a 360 space, it's also 360 service. You're offering wraparound support.
That's why we call it a transformation.
Yeah, absolutely. I can tell.
Yeah.
Please continue.
Yeah. Our business model, we decided from the day one not to reach the end customer and not to compete with our partners. That's why we're working through partners, agents, or organizers. So we help them with what we know, the technical part, the space, the management of these facilities. and they will do their job by communicating their end customers, their vendors, their clients to use our facilities, or to help them in transforming their businesses to be ready for reaching out their client virtually. That's why we choose this kind of business model. We are not going to reach out or to compete our partners and reaching out the end customer. We work with them, and we integrate with them in their businesses.
Amazing. Thank you so much for breaking that down.
Our team, we have a lot of positions we need in a very early future, once we started our business, like business representative. As we mentioned, that we have different kind of services. Each service will have business representative to sell these services to the targeted customer. 360-degree photographers and architects to take photos as 360-degree, or to draw, to sketch the templates for different kind of businesses according to the nature of their businesses. Programmers, developers, help desk, customer care, and call center. We may need these positions very early. At the end, I can say that Disti is looking to be a global leader in virtual business transformation. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Round of applause. Thank you so much for that presentation. I think we've gotten such a beautiful breakdown of what you're offering and the kinds of transformational support that's available to business owners. I can imagine if I was a BAZAAR owner and having to do all the logistics to be in person, this kind of takes a lot of the guesswork out, because you have a team in the back end offering support, and it takes away some of the extra, having to bring product, having to manage inventory, those kinds of things out of the equation. It makes it a breeze. So thank you so much again for that. We're going to
Thank you very much, Tatanisha. Let me just say hello and for my great friend Qais.
Yes, please.
Hi, Qais. How are you?
I missed the first part. I was
I'm so happy to see you, actually. Thank you very much to attend.
Wonderful. So glad you can join us. So we're going to move into a Q&A. I know we have a question in the chat. So I'll pass that to my colleague Sumaya, who's also the business development advisor here at OneHub, to lead that Q&A. Go ahead, Sumaya.
Thank you, Tatanisha. And Mr. Tamimi, I have a lot of questions for you, but first,
a lot of questions, please.
We will answer Sangmi's question first. So she's asking, what was your biggest challenge that you faced when you opened your own business in Ottawa? So her question, I know you're like a very international kind of a business person, but her question is particularly about Ottawa and how did you overcome it?
To be frank with you, Ottawa is a difficult city for business. But I think it's more difficult for employment. So since we're talking about difficult city, being employee or having your business has the same difficulty. So the challenge that I faced is finding the customers. As you know, Ottawa built on a government projects. And in government projects, you should have security clearance, and this for newcomers will be one of the difficult. Let me say that it's a challenge. It's a challenge. Okay. it will be a very big challenge actually to have security clearance in a short time. It happens, okay, but in rare cases. You need around 5 years, and if you have 5 years, sometimes you're not considered as a newcomer. So most of the business here based on government projects. That's why you need security clearance. Second thing, you need to have 2 languages, French and English. Yes, it is not mandatory like the security clearance, but a lot of time we face this this challenge. And you can see that Ottawa is a small city, not like Toronto, for example. So comparing the between Toronto and Ottawa in business, this will give the upper hand to Toronto. So Toronto, for example, is a commercial or trading city, but Ottawa is a family city.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, those are very valid points. So one thing is security clearance so that you can venture into the government. And another is the language issue that French is kind of important. So Rosie has the question about financing your business. Was it difficult to get loans?
Actually, I want to be, I want to talk to you frankly today, okay? You will see a lot of announcements about grants or loans from the government. I faced most of these, okay? And at the end, I ended with, you have to depend on yourself, okay? And I want to tell you, the entrepreneur is the one who can use the limited resources in order to overcome his achievement or her achievement. Okay, so you have to consider this. You may not find any of financial support. The maximum financial support will not help you to visit your customers. Okay, so you want to start gradually, and you have to be patient in your journey.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I think we don't have any other question in our chat box. So I will begin with my questions now.
Oh, difficult question.
So since Mr. Mohammad Al-Tamimi, you have a very wide experience and you have worked for a number of years in Middle East. And as we all know, Middle East is a very huge market for all kind of businesses, and it's one of the biggest luxury markets in the world. And you have experience in both as an employee also, and you have had consulting businesses also. A lot of our clients in OneHub, they have service-based businesses. For example, immigration consultants, tech-based businesses, service providers, digital marketing, and similar businesses, business consulting also. And I believe that it's a very good market to tap, being a Canadian company. So how do you think, is there a possibility that the businesses based in Canada can tap market in the Middle East as a Canadian business? And if yes, how do you think that, what should be the first step in doing so?
Before 10 to 15 years is not like these days. Before 10 to 15 years, you will impress any of the Gulf people when you're saying that, oh, I'm a Canadian company.
Mhm.
Okay, but now because of many reasons, it's not time to talk about it. It's not so impressive like before. What will make you impressive is what you're doing. Okay, still there is trust in people working in Canada, because the Gulf people believe that the people in Canada are serious, are skilled persons, because they know that immigration needs a lot of requirement. One of it is the right skills. So they believe on people, but the logo of Canada or Canadian logo is not the one that will make them excited to work with you. You have to prove yourself. You have to prove your services very well. Second thing, the challenge of reaching Gulf market is there, but there are a lot of solutions for that. Okay, I'll give you one of the examples. If you can reach clients there and you want to protect your project, you can call EDC, and EDC can assess your project and give you good consultation on that, and they can ensure your project to help you getting your money back when you finish your project. Okay, the main challenge, how to reach out to the client there. As we know, the Gulf market is booming every time. Okay, booming every time. I'm saying that, and I know what I'm saying. Before they were talking about infrastructure, now they are talking about consultation. I was working in IT. Actually, my background is computer engineer, and I was working technically, and I was working in pre-sales, was working in different projects till I become a consultant in project management and initiative management. Okay. When the infrastructure project stopped, I changed to consultation. When the consultation stopped, I returned back to infrastructure. So you will not find frozen markets from all the fields in Gulf. You may find a frozen market in a specific field, but a very active market in the other fields. So you have to think of what active market at that time in order to reach out to their properly.
Thank you.
Very much.
I
That's
wish
great.
that I answered questions.
Yes, you answered the questions like to the point.
Thank you, Emma.
Very thorough. Very, very
Yeah,
thorough.
that's a very good point, that you have to see which industry is booming at the moment, and then you reach out
And
to them.
I just want to add, if any of our colleagues want any help in reaching the Gulf market, I'm here. Don't be hesitate to communicate with me anytime.
Thank you, sir.
On that very note, what I'm going to do is share Mohammed's information right now so that you can reach out to him here. I'm just going to share it on the screen. And here we are. So there, his email is on the screen. Feel free to take a screenshot or a photo and reach out to him should you have any more questions. I can't say this enough, Mohammed. Thank you for taking the time and sharing your wisdom. You've done amazing work. Desi's amazing product, and I wish you all the success in the world. With that, I'm going to close this session.